Hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of How to Date a Magical Girl. Michael here. Today we continue on with a brand new girl. Anyway, I don't know why these girls don't have any eyes, but I'm a little baffled. Also, we got a job. How about that? I stumbled towards the vacant area and the students are surrounding. The 30-year-old girl looks at me. Why? Can I help you? Her words ring out and immediately silence the crowd. You pushed through the crowd just to see me, didn't you? Have we met before or something? No, we haven't. No, I don't think so. The girl frowned. Well, that's disappointing. I think she just noticed that I'm a dude. I must look pretty out of place surrounded by a group of female admirers. Well, if you want to sign a yearbook, you'll have to wait until graduation, just like everyone else. Why would I want your signature? The crowd gasps. A good 10 seconds pass in complete silence. A tumbleweed passes. I don't get paid enough to have tumbleweed effects. You don't know who I am? I could ask you the same question. To my surprise, the girls giggle. Her stoic expressions broken down into a beautiful laugh, even if it was only for a moment. Well, my name is Miyu. Nice to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm Michael. Tell me, Michael, what made you approach me like this? Well, there was a heap of people gathered around. I couldn't even get to my class. I actually thought something bad was going down. Something bad? I assure you there's nothing to be worried about. My fans get overzealous from time to time, and gatherings like this aren't unheard of. I'd take a glance around the crowd. A few dozen pairs of angry eyes are laser focused on me for some reason. I feel the heated glare burning a hole through my forehead. Don't mind them. They're just as jealous that you are the only one with the courage to speak to me. Oh, is that so? This girl, Miyu, she's extraordinarily beautiful, not to mention calm and composed for some reason, but I can't help to feel that she's a little condescending. Just why is she so famous? Anyway, I decided to ask her that very question. Why are you famous anyway? Well, I had to say it out loud somehow. I wouldn't say I'm famous, just incredibly admired. Is that what it's called? There's a feeling of condescension again. To answer you truthfully, I'm currently the #1 student here at the academy. My grades are the highest in history in every single subject. In addition, my extracurricular activities include class presidency, volunteer work, cross-academy liaison, charity fundraiser, high society functioning planning, international representation of the Union of Magical Girls. Holy shit. I feel myself dozing as usual and catching my breath as Miyu continues. Oh my god. And last but not least, I also conduct the Academy Orchestra. Oh, she's done. Holy shit. Well, that was quite a lot you had on your plate. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, did I mention I'm also on record as one of the youngest magical girls to ever awaken her power? Well, you mention it now. Michael, I'd love to hear about some of your achievements, judging by your badges. You only just joined the academy as a single year, but I'm sure you have some noteworthy skills or accomplishments you can share. Oh, I could perfectly do that. Ready? I have 2 YouTube channels. I have a full-time career job. I haven't completed my state license test yet, and I also have a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You know, I have the Chaos Emperor Dragon, the Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, Thousand Dragons, Summon Skull. I'm also partial owner of Fin React, which we have 202 subscribers, where I talk about stupid stuff and people yell at me for saying bad things about Sentai. Also, I'm single, by the way. Ladies. think, Michael, there has something to be remarkably boast about. I just boasted about myself. Well, my magical powers involve freezing time. Well, or something like that. Miyu brows furrow. Freezing time. And I also just scored a part-time job at a convenience store. How's that for an exciting extracurricular activity? I can tell Miyu is just pondering my time-freezing magic revelation. Come to think of it, her reaction is pretty similar to Miss Yoshida's back in practical magic class. Michael, I should like to speak with you more in the near future, perhaps away from prying eyes and eager ears. The crowd of girls around us shuffle uncomfortably. Sure, sounds good to me. I'm glad. Until then. Without any hesitation, Miyu walks away. Cool. The group of girls surrounding her has split in two. The half of them follow Miyu, the other continue to gossip about the morning event. Now there's the break in the crowd. I managed to get to my classroom without any more delay. As I enter the room, I noticed that Tome has already started teaching. I quickly hurried to my seat between Hikari and Yui. Ow! Hikari gives me a slap on the back for being late. I did deserve that. She whispered me in an angrily yet hushed tone. Where the fuck have you been? Sorry, got caught up. I decided against telling her about meeting Miyu. For some reason, I feel like telling her I'm late to class because I met a beautiful girl. It's probably a bad idea. Is there something you're not telling me? No, seriously, it's all good. Hikari mumbles quietly to herself. Don't lie to me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but could you two keep your discussion until after class? I'd really appreciate it. Sorry, teacher. Hikari blushes in embarrassment. She nods her head in apology to Miss Asuka. I get my book out and start trying to write some notes. Miss Asuka speaks. As if long before scraps of paper get passed to me. On it is Hikari's scribbled handwriting. Yui baked some sweets over the weekend, and I brought them to share. But you were late to class, so I ate them all. Frowny face. I frowned and crumbled up the note. Hikari pouts and let out a just enough the teacher doesn't hear it. At the end of class, the Tomy lets us close to the books. All I do is let out a yawn. Before you all go, there's one more thing I'd like to say. Your time in the academy should be devoted to more just in studying. It's very important to make friends along the way. You bond your form with your prime years, you'll go on to strengthen over your entire lifetime. Don't miss out on an opportunity to form the most important relationship in your life. Thank you, Mom. At some time, it's important to bear in mind not all your relationships will work out. Thank you! Some of you will travel world after graduation, such as life of magical girls in the days of ages. You can also know that if you ever see your friends again, form relationships but don't get too attached to any one person. None can predict what the future has in store. Miss Asuka's ominous words doesn't sit well with me. Why would she tell us that to form relationships but not get too attached? It doesn't make any sense. Glance at Hikari. She still got the same scowl she had to start class. Although we fight sometimes, I don't know if we'll always be friends. Time or distance can never separate us. There's no point of worrying about Miss Asuka's word. And I got more friends than Hikari. I mean, Shin's a good pal, and I recently met Yui. And then there's that girl Miyu from this morning. I wonder if she and I will go on to be great friends. I don't know. School bell rings and interrupts my thought. Time to head out. At the school gate, I wait around for a while to see if Hikari and Yui will show up. I'm surprised to see none other than Miyu approaches. At first, I hardly recognize her without a throng of students surrounding her. Hello again. Hi. Hi, Miyu. Miyu almost looked shy, nervous, even if it starks contrast to the holier-than-thou aura that she had earlier that day. Sorry we didn't get much of a chance to talk this morning. I wanted to catch you before you left for the day. You wanted to catch me? Yes, I want to apologize. For what? I think I gave off a false impression of myself. To tell you the honest truth, I'm not as perfect as anyone think I am. Well, your fans seem to think you're pretty damn great. They think the world of me, but I'm just a sham. Oh. Sorry to disappoint. pain expression crosses her face. Is this really the same girl I met this morning? Before I can even say anything, Akari comes around bounding up to me. Michael, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Really, Akari? I always wait by the gate. You should always look here first. Oops. Oh, who's your new friend? Hello, I'm Miyu Himura. Are you a friend of Michael's? Akari's jaw drops. Even she doesn't recognize Miyu at a glance. She seems to have recognized the name immediately. You're the Miyu? Oh my gosh. It's not that exciting. Miyu, this is my good friend Akari. It's a pleasure, Akari. She knows my name. Hello, everyone. What's with the big group? Who's this new face? Another friend of Michael. Could it be that you're as popular as me? No. Well, I doubt that, Miyu. This is Yui. Yui, this is Miyu. Hello. Nice to meet you. Yui, you don't know who this is? It's Miyu Himura. She's the most famous magical girl at the whole academy. Ah, yes, I thought so. Yui bows slightly to Miyu. She doesn't seem starstruck as the slightest, unlike Akari, who is drooling like a child. Anyway, Michael, I should get going. Maybe we'll run each other again. Sure. Sorry about my weird friends. Don't worry about it. I have my own weird friends. I should probably go and find. Farewell, everyone. Miyu takes her leave and Akari confronts me. The dazed look on her face has been replaced by one sheer fury. Why didn't you tell me that you were dating Miyu Himura? We're dating? Huh? Dating? What planet are you on? Don't try to hide it from me, Michael. There are fireworks flying around the two of you. Fireworks? You're dreaming, girl. I only met Miyu this morning. Fine. I just want you to know that I don't even care if you date her. She's perfect in every way, so do what you want. But Akari storms off in a huff. I'm not dating Miyu. Oh, I know that. I know you're telling the truth. Good, which Akari would believe in me. Don't fret about Akari. I mean, she always comes around, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. Thanks, Yui. My pleasure. Well, I'm going to head home. Have a nice night, my cow. Thanks. See you tomorrow. Alright, let's check the schedule. Okay. Akari's in the classroom. We should go visit Akari. Let's go to the classroom. Spend time with Akari. Yep. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna be best friends. I hang out with Akari, we try to figure out who can hold their breath the longest. Why? I don't know. I think Akari has bigger lungs than me, because it does take time for me to pass out on the floor. Okay. Can I go to work? Can I go to work at this time? Hell yeah, let's work! Let's work! If I spend time working here, I can earn some money. Let's start work! I grab an apron, put it on, and head behind the checkout to start work at. Time goes by slowly. Hello, I'm looking at this pack of sushi you have. Do you have any without sushi? What? You would like a pack of sushi without any sushi in it? Yes, please. Do you have that? Let me check out back. Thank you. I go out to the storeroom. After pretending to check the customer's request, I return to the counter. We're fresh out. Oh, I see. Thank you anyway. The rest of my shift passed without any excitement. Because my expertise attributed so poor, I didn't earn that much money. I earned 700 yen. Sounds like something. Time to head home. It's Tuesday. Alright, let's check the schedule today. Key star tip of the day, it says use potions will help increase affection, money, and alchemy ingredients you find. Okay, none of the girls are available today, so let's go straight to school. Good morning, Michael. Oh, never mind, it's Miyu. Good morning, Michael. Oh, it's Miyu again. Hello. Sorry that I can't stop to talk. I need to get my first class in a separate room before the teacher arrives. Okay, have fun with that then. See you. Miyu heads down the hallway. I decide to go straight towards my own class. Good morning, students. Are you ready for another thrilling magical history class? Half students cheered. The other class let out a groan. Today's lesson will be rather interesting. We'll look back at the origin of the first magical girl. The precise date of the origin of magic has been found, but we know for certain that it dates back thousands of years. The story goes like this. So, a teenage girl on the cusp of womanhood left her village in search of a better life. Hold on, wait, got time out a second. This music is way too fucking loud. Cool. Anyway, she stumbles upon a garden full of flowers and animals. It was a wondrous place, rich with life and vibrant with color. As she explored the garden, she came to realize that she is the very place told of a legend or village, a place that long since been forbidden. But the girl could not imagine why such a lovely garden would be forbidden, so she stayed as she explored. That girl came across the biggest tree in the garden. Its trunk spiraled into the sky, and a branch bore magnificent, translucent fruits. She climbed to the tree and took some of the fruit of the branches. The shimmering blue fruit shone like crystals in the sunlight. Without hesitation, she bit into the fruit flesh. Despite its beauty, the food tasted terrible. It was sour, it wasn't ripe, and the seeds within reeked a stench of death. Perhaps because of her hunger, the girl continued to eat the disgusting fruit. She climbed down the tree and, to no surprise, she began to fall ill. Somehow, she stumbled back to her village. Her parents had been worried sick about her. The girl told her that she'd been, and described the fruit as been eaten. Though she wasn't scolded for entering the forbidden garden, her parents were simply glad to see her safe home. However, the girl fell into a deep sleep. She did not wake for 40 nights. With each passing night came feverish nightmares. She broke out in sweat and clawed at her bed until the fingers bled, night after night. Then, when she finally awoke, she found her home was empty. She ventured outside to witness the village turn to ash. Horror and despair overwhelmed her, and she found that only her own house was still standing for some reason. After unsuccessfully searching for survivors, the girl left her village. She returned to the forbidden garden and found that the tree that bore fruit has also been reduced to ash. Upon seeing this, memories of her nightmares began to stir within her. Her scream in her head returned, and the image of flames smoke overwhelmed her sense. Immediately she understood. She has not been asleep for so long. She's been in a trance and had raised her own village of her hellfire born of her own blood. Her nightmare were action carried out by her unconscious self. Horrors wrought upon her village was performed in her head. Wrecked with guilt and despair, the girl left the forbidden garden once more. She journeyed across the land to the unknown period of time. There's no record of that year she spent on her own. Historians believe that one day she came across a city that is now modern-day Rome. There, she somehow managed to lead a peaceful life. Perhaps she learned to control the fire burning within her blood. She married, bore no less than 8 children during her lifetime, 7 girls and 1 boy. All 7 girls went on to become somewhat famous magical girls. It seems the magical within her mother's blood was not diluted when she passed on to them. The 8th child, the only boy, did not show any sign of magical power. He was struck blind by an accident on his 15th birthday. That's depressing. And he was reportedly rendered deaf by an explosion caused by his own sister when he was 20. According to one source, the boy took a vow of silence from that point on. No further records of the late life have been uncovered. So there you have it, the complete history of the world's first known magical girl. Scholars believe that this story was at least 90% accurate. So, of course, we'll learn more about the ancient world of every single day. So the story may evolve with time. However, this story is is a part of the reason why institutes like our academy exist. We aim to train magical girls to control their power and prevent accidents such as burning down villages. Well, that about wraps it up for class. See you next time. At the school gate, I can see none other than Miyu chatting to Akari and Yui. Ever since meeting her yesterday, Miyu seems to be popping up everywhere. I'm surprised I never ran into her during the first week of school. I bet crystal fruit was in the Forbidden Garden tastes really sweet. Well, I don't think that's right. Miss Arcane said it was sour and reeked to death. Oh. Yui is correct. The fruit of the legend was beautiful on the outside and foul on the inside. The same can be said of many people. Like me? Well, I still like to believe it was a little sweet. If it tastes bad, I only have taken more than one bite. Yo. Michael, how did you like today's class? That's cool. Now I know about how magical girls got their powers. Who would have thought magical came from a blueberry? It wasn't a blueberry. The fruit was large. It shone like crystals. Don't mind Michael. Michael dozes off in class more than often not. Is that so? That poor attitude to have. Maybe I should quiz you, just to make sure you've been paying attention. Oh, good idea. Do it. Since when did these three become good chums? Are they allying against me? Okay, here we go. In the story, the first magical girl, how many... I know this one. 8. Ah, that's correct. Well done, Michael. Suck it. Miyu's affection has increased by 1. Well, anyway, I got things to do. I'll see you all later. Michael, feel free to come talk to me whenever you want. Farewell. Bye, Miyu. Goodbye. So, you're good friends with Miyu now, huh? Yeah, she's so nice. I'm not even nervous about talking to her now. Well, she was happy to talk to us about the class we had today. She said that the first learned about the origin of magical girls, she was in shock. Apparently, she could really relate to the way the girl discovered her powers. Oh, is that right? Want to walk home with me? Nah, I'm good for today. Well, see you tomorrow. I'll get going too. Bye-bye. Miyu is now available to spend time with. I could check her schedule to see where she hangs out. Great! Well, she's unavailable. Lovely. Let's try. Since any of the girls are not available, I'm gonna work again. Yeah, I'm gonna earn some money. I grab an apron and put it on and start to work. Time goes by slowly. Just this beer, thank you. You look a little too young. Do you have any ID? Yes. Great, can I see it? Yes. I left it somewhere. Do you want to go and get it? I could sell you this beer without ID. Dude! Okay, I'll go get my ID. Can you hold on to this beer for me? Here for me? Sure, no problem. The customer leaves. They never come back. Because my expertise is treated so poor, I don't earn much money. Listen, 1,400 yen so far is actually not that bad. Alright, I'm gonna read the book. I'm gonna read it. Okay, read the book. I finished the Book of Magic 1. I feel so good. My magic is up to a D. Time to go get some sleep. I gotta get a new book tomorrow. Because it's Wednesday, my dudes. Okay, let's see what the schedule looks like. Classroom, library, forest, cafe Shiba, Muse unavailable. Games are always better when played with sound on. Shut the fuck up, cutie star. I don't care. Time to go straight to school, I guess. And in the next episode, we'll learn about Academy of Alchemy. Woo! Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't yet. Check out the playlist, everything so far, How to Date a Magical Girl. Thank you very much for watching, guys. You know where to find me. This is Michael, signing out.